where do you think we're going? Oh yeah. Of course, we're headed to the Green Star.
Oh.
Cheers. All right, we got our Starbucks. It's a little bit misty out here. It kind of reminds you of the mist with the fog. But there's those trucks we were rolling by earlier. Got the nectar and the geese are out.
The geese are out.
Let's get SUPERRIGS 2022 started. Mine. Back over there, when you walked by, they all come towards you. Kind of intimidating. Hey, we're calling a truce for today, guys. Truce.
If I get attacked by a goose,
Run through
I'm taking it out on you guys.
Let's see what happens.
No!
So we have an ongoing thing on our channel. I was dropping a trailer and they had like a... They're gonna get you, they know who you are. These people right here were like, they're hissing at me. I'm like, be careful. Oh, they go away from you. Oh God. Watch one bite her right now. Come on.
I'm good.
This is the headquarters right here. I would love a Diet Coke. Headquarters for snacks right here at the end of the show. Reese's, our kids would be devouring that right there. All right.
Shell's taken care of.
Thank you, Shell.
Shell's taken care of.
Thank you, Benji.
Thank you, Benji, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Okay, I follow along with the little trucks, we'll call them, compared to these big rigs, right? But they, you just get in and you shift your gears, and they're hard enough by themselves.
These are our judges, and we're kind of just figuring out when they're going to go judge.
Yeah, and like what are you guys looking for when you are judging these awesome trucks?
Well, the cool thing about SUPERRIGS, it's not a rags down event. Like a lot of the others, they'll polish, and then at noon, you're done.
Right.
So they get to pick when they want to come through, and I think it's always kind of fun because they have all these theories, like they don't want to be first, they don't want to be last.
Yeah, all right.
Friday afternoon, the best.
Like, what are the judges looking for? What do they want?
The judges said they eaten recently, or they haven't eaten. I don't know.
Did they get a bad phone call? So that's cool.
Yeah, and they'll watch the weather ahead of time. Like, oh, we're gonna have rain Friday morning, so I want to make sure I get in Thursday afternoon. Or like this morning we had fog. It's like I'm gonna wait for the fog to burn off, and I'll work on polishing. So, but we have both been doing it for over 20 years now.
Oh wow!
And so it's interesting.
I started when I was 12.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Just had a love for trucks.
Yeah.
Love for. Did you have a trucking background with your family?
I did actually. My maternal grandfather, before, during, and after World War II.
Okay, nice.
And my dad and my dad's father, my paternal grandfather.
I feel like I need to draw out a family tree.
There you go. But trucking was a background.
And my brother-in-law, and I actually am in broadcasting. I do a radio show called Red Eye Radio.
Okay.
But yeah, the family connection and trucking has been there.
Nice.
So we're an all-night show that truck drivers call into and everything else. But there's that connection. But I mean,
and where can we find that at?
Red Eye Radio Show. Just Google it and
it'll come up.
But we have our own app, and you can go to the website. And the whole thing is that we'll look for the for me, and I think I can speak for you on this, as the truck is pulling through, because the trucks will pull through to get judged and the line, and I look for the, that profile, that
first impression.
of
So
that
ride
car.
height, just the
Yeah.
way the paint flows,
and
everything.
the colors, and and the follow through with the paint scheme
Into the
everything
frame
else.
and all that, man.
And then when the driver hops out, often it's like, okay, that
That's
driver
an
belongs with
extension.
that truck.
Yeah.
you know?
The different
You can tell
beard.
It's their personality.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it.
And the themes and stuff, you have to put your personal preferences to the side because it's what fits them.
Right.
Yep.
And
What
who
did
they
they
are.
What did they want to do with it? What was is their personality showing, those types of things. So it's a lot of fun to kind of piece it all together.
That's
and
awesome.
It's more than just shiny paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I told
It's
her.
not who has the cleanest truck, the best paint. It's how it all flows together. Yeah.
And it's and then you get into the detail, and the detail is so crazy on some of these. We've gotten down and we're just looking at and then the driver will tell you, okay, I did this, and then I fabricated my own piece for this deck plate, and
That's
then
cool.
it's like it's amazing.
Amount of man hours they put into making some stuff. Yeah.
And these are working trucks. That's the thing about SUPERRIGS is that these are working trucks, and
They still keep it clean.
and they still look great. They'll be hauling gravel, a few days ago. And
Yep.
show up
Now they're here.
SUPERRIGS
Polish them up.
and look
These
great.
men keep pride in those
Well,
trucks.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
as much as you love the trucks, that's obviously that's what we're judging here. It's so much about the people. When I first started at the trucker over 20 years ago, I didn't know anything about trucking, but I fell in love with the people.
Yeah.
And now I've been at Landline. I'm managing editor of Landline magazine, so I've been there for almost 18 years. And
Nice.
It's all about the people, and then the trucks are just the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
and everybody loves icing, right?
Yeah, I love icing.
Okay.
I'm here
So
for the icing.
with that icing, we're gonna wrap this up. You have to do a quick one-answer question. Peterbilt or Kenworth?
Yes.
Packard.
Oh, there you go. That's the way to go. Well, thank you guys. All right, tell me about it, my man.
So it's supposed to match
You big one. What's your name? And
my name's Rooster.
Rooster, where you from?
Willard, Missouri.
Okay. There you go. And so, how long you had this thing, and what you doing to it?
About 2 years.
Okay.
And we just kind of bring it
For fun, to match Dad's truck.
Yep.
That's cool. And Dad's got a Peterbilt. There you go. So, what's it got for a power plant? Show me. It's a go kart.
Yeah, it's a diesel generator.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's air cooled, single cylinder.
Nice. And show me what you're doing with that shifter.
Shifter. This is just my brake. It's supposed to look like a shifter. But
Yeah.
It's my brake.
Oh, it's your brake?
Yep.
Okay. Cool, man. You got a little battery. You got all your switches.
Yep.
Those switches match your dad's switches.
Yep.
All right. Super cool. 2 batteries. You got a stereo and everything, man. When you take off again, I'm gonna get you filmed on it. Okay? Like, they should share it with this rooster. Look at that, guys. He brings the equipment, and that's his dad's truck. Here we go. They had to pull straight, huh?
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm so amazed.
So this is mom, right?
Yes.
Okay, she's a little mother of 3 boys too, so a little place in her heart.
I have 2.
2?
Yeah, I just have
The
2.
rooster's hers. This the other one? What's your name?
Tyler.
Nice to meet you, buddy. Awesome trucks out here. Well, let's check out the Pete that matches Rooster's Pete.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the wee pea.
The wee Pete. What was your name? Courtney?
Yes, Katie.
Brandon, are you the father of Rooster?
Yes, sir.
Do you mind showing us the big one?
Better off known as the wee pea's dad.
Wee Pete's I got a kick out of it, man. That little guy, he's quite the hoot. But if you don't mind showing us the big one,
He's great.
yeah, show us the big one. Let's check this.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. When'd you buy it? What's the store behind it? What's the color?
So it's actually a funny story. We bought it about 5 years ago. It ended up being a guy that's a friend of ours now, and he pulled rock with it, miscellaneous other things, a little bit of flatbed work. For about 17 years he owned it, and then we bought it. And it used to be teal turquoise on the bottom. The cream color was still
Was
out.
still there? Okay.
And the frame was kind of beat up from the salt,
All the rock.
and everything in Colorado, and so I went to get some paint matched to kind of touch it up. And this is the color they matched.
You're like, I'm keeping it.
We love it. So we actually ended up just repainting the whole bottom of the truck. That color is called Peacock Blue. And it's actually a 1977 Ford beige is the cream color.
Really? Okay.
And then when we ordered the Wilson back there back in 19, we had a color match in the back.
So what are you hauling with it now?
Anything that we can put on
And-
open deck, we do a lot of lumber and
Okay.
stone for some direct customers.
Nice. Let's check out this
Whatever we put
inside.
on. Yeah.
And tell me about that flamingo.
It's actually funny. About 2 trucks down, a good friend of ours, Mike, and he had one at a show we went to last year, and I dig it.
He said, I want one too.
And I found one, so I called him.
You're not wrong. It's cool.
Can I rock a flamingo? He said, yeah, man, no problem. So I actually found him a palm tree because he got a really cool shot of his truck down by some palm trees. And so I got him a palm tree to kind of
Make
counteract
That is awesome.
So,
That's cool.
Is this your first SUPERRIGS coming in here?
it is, yeah. We've been to some other smaller shows and whatnot, but we've never been to a super big show.
That's awesome. So far, so good. It's been nice.
We've done all the work to the truck ourselves, usually on the weekends. I try to make sure I'm home every weekend. We're home most every night. We're pretty regional. We still go out of town though, and I try to be home for the boys' games and whatnot.
And you're here in Willard, Missouri.
Yep,
All
Willard,
right.
Missouri, just north of Springfield.
nice.
Awesome.
But,
Check out that deck real quick.
We do all the fabrications and stuff ourselves.
Oh, yourself? Awesome. Yeah.
Major motor work we take to some good friends of ours over at Stratford.
There you go. She's a beauty.
I appreciate
But I gotta say, your son stole the show this morning.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm living in his shadow.
He was awesome. Well, thanks for showing us the truck, man. Take care and see you soon. So here we got Ace in the hole, guys, at 2008 Kenworth. Let's learn a little bit more about this thing. Beautiful truck, man.
This is Sid right here, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions. So, is this your first time at SUPERRIGS?
It is not.
It is not. How many times have you been here?
This will be fourth time.
Okay.
Fourth time. All right. Tell us a little bit about the truck. Like, what made you come up with this idea, the color scheme, and
How long you had the truck, those kind of things.
So it's a company truck.
Okay.
Kyle Cousins came up with the idea for it.
Okay.
It's called Ace in the Hole just because at one time we stayed at our shop, and we always had an Ace in the Hole. If we had somewhere to go, this is the truck we took.
Okay.
Right.
So we put it together. So it basically the graphics on the side kind of gave it that plastic look, and then we added the marbling to give it a little more shine.
I noticed the pinstriping on the inside.
Yeah.
Walk us around and tell us about the...
And the inside of the hood to match the outside of the hood.
Nice.
The motor was black, a lot of chrome, stainless to keep the shine.
So what gave you the idea to start doing SUPERRIGS? What brought you into SUPERRIGS? What was the
We wanted to do it.
motivation?
This truck was built for a Super.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
wanted to be in SUPERRIGS for this truck.
Have you had a counter spot yet?
No, we have
Hey,
not.
this year,
Yeah, maybe.
pull a few strings, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
There you go. Walk around. Let's walk around the back. Let's check out the frame. Look at those tanks. Look at those. What are these called right here? Right below the tanks.
Ferns?
No, those. Yeah, those are just called fairings.
Yeah.
Babe, Christmas.
Oh my god.
I mean, Christmas is just so many things you can get.
Anniversary's coming up too,
Oh,
you know.
anniversaries. There's a Tiffany colored truck out here. Go figure. All right, let's talk about this frame.
So, I mean, we extended the frame, made it a 308 wheelbase, mostly because 308 rifle bundle the same thing, right? Used to have chrome rims, we changed them out. Now it's got 22.5s with aluminum on there.
Okay.
Aluminum fifth wheel. It's pretty standard for a company truck, right?
How long have you been trucking?
Be since 92.
92. Thanks for your service in the industry, man.
Try
It's
it.
awesome. And look inside, guys. So I have this exact same setup. Not quite like this, though. My goodness. Yeah, we got the same looking seat, but we don't have the alligator skin on there. And oh, Christmas, babe, Christmas. Yeah, I would love.
the list.
I would love this window in the back of my truck.
Oh, really?
I don't have that window.
June babies are the best.
Yeah, June babies. Well, thanks for showing it to us, man.
18.
Ace in the hole, guys.
Big year difference, I'm sure, though.
No, I doubt it.
Well, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a
Take
pleasure.
care. Nice to meet you.
So Sid failed to mention they have 5 more trucks here. So we got to check out the Icon over here, the silver one. What else you got?
I got the red one here. Okay. It's an owner operated for us.
Okay.
And then that blue one down there.
Yep. So all K-Dubs.
All K-Dubs.
All K-Dubs.
Yeah, all K-Dubs.
Oh, and Rooster just took off, so we got to go check him out. But we're going to check out the rest of Sid's trucks, too. Sid sent us over to check out the Icon and the silver one here. All right.
So when your name is JT, nice to meet you. I'm Katie or T-Dubs.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't tell. After we stopped talking, he's like, oh, by the way, we have 5 more trucks. I said, okay.
Yeah, we got
Let's
a here, bud.
check them out. So we just checked out Ace in the Hole, and we'll check out these two, man.
This is Cool Hand,
Cool hand, all right.
2022.
2022. Cummins Power Plant still.
Pardon me?
Cummins Power Plant.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah, bring it out. Oh, that's
Oh my
pretty.
goodness. I love the blue valve cover. Matches it up.
So how long have you been in trucking?
I've been trucking probably 25 years. Yeah. I've been with Wiener about 3.5.
Okay.
You like it? Do you love it?
Oh.
I love it. I love
They're
it.
bringing a SUPERRIGS, so
Oh, yeah.
that's got to be a perk.
Yep.
Paint scheme. What'd they think about for it?
So this has been in Kyle's back pocket for about 5 or 6 years. He showed me prototype right here as it was, and
So let's do it.
I guess I was the lucky one that drew the long straw, short straw,
There you
however
go.
it may be.
Yeah.
And 315-inch wheelbase.
Okay. Nicely
So
done.
you've been with this company for 3 years. Is this your first time at SUPERRIGS? Or?
This is officially my first official
Yes!
There you
Super
go.
Good luck.
So
I'm gonna
thank-
shake your
We're going
hand.
for a calendar spot.
We are going for a calendar
spot. Or best in show. Either one will take whatever.
Take whatever, man.
Take whatever. That's awesome. Well, thanks for showing us this one. And then the Icon, we're gonna check out that one too.
Yeah, thank you so much.
you.
All right, we got Eric here.
With the Duke. Here we go. T-Dub's helping out with towels.
Oh yeah, I'm always.
Tell us about your truck, Aaron.
It's a 2016 Kenworth W9 Icon. It's got the 6NZ 550 cat in it. Got about 500,000 miles on the overall.
My favorite question I've been asking is this your first time here?
First time at this one, second truck show ever.
Second,
Nice.
first time
Nice.
SUPERRIGS though.
First time Super
Nice.
Nice, good luck.
The paint scheme kind of went old school.
Kind of went old school with paint scheme.
You
Nice.
got me John Wayne on the picture?
Nice. Well, I'm just saying.
This is not Scream John Wayne.
Yeah.
John Wayne theme. Just kind
Yes.
of kept it the old school Western style. The whole
Yeah,
floor
it's
is
got that
painted.
Western
goodness.
pinstriping. Look at that.
Oh, geez, guys.
Gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
So what got you into trucking and wanting to do things like SUPERRIGS and stuff like that?
My family, we have a history of trucking. Uncles, dad, all that. I got into it at a young age. Right as I get my CDL, jumped in, got it, and then been to a lot of places. But when I hit Fleener 2 years ago, I knew it was
You
home.
knew it was home.
It was
Yeah.
home. And he's like, hey, I need somebody to come in, get in this truck I can trust. And he said, I'm going to give you a shot in Lufkin last year in
Okay.
October. He said, you do good. He said, you'll earn that truck.
I
I
like
said,
it.
okay, so
Thank you.
So about a year later, we're still in it. So
There you go.
We're here.
She is
And
birdie.
it's a minute, baby. Minute.
Okay, you even have these wrapped with a little bit of leather.
Yes, sir.
Oh
Leather
my
wrap,
goodness,
model
diamond
here.
stitch. That is beautiful. Oh man,
The Duke.
the Duke, guys.
Little secret apartment in the catwalk there.
Oh look.
What? Look at that. Hydraulically ran, guys. That is pretty sweet. And babe, Christmas. Yep. Keeps going up. Keeps going up. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for showing us your truck, and welcome to Super Rigs.
Sir, thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
No.
Yep, so here we go. We got a 1982.
Okay, so what year is this?
Yeah, it's a 1982 Peterbilt 362.
Okay. Where'd you get it at? How long you had it?
Actually, my grandpa bought it brand new in 1982.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then he sold it. I think it's had about 2 owners in between us, and we found it again.
How'd you find it?
We knew the guy that bought it off the guy that bought it from Grandpa. So when he wanted to get rid of it, he drove it for a long time. When he wanted to get rid of it, we said we wanted it back.
What's your price? Let's get it.
Yeah. So that's why we named it Back Home, because now it's back.
That's awesome. And how long have you had it back?
Yeah, 10, 11,
12 years. Awesome. And when did you start the restoration? Right off the bat? Like,
yeah, as soon as we
got it back?
We got all new frame rails, got all new rear ends, axles, everything.
Nice.
So it's pretty much a frame off restoration.
And then the whole interior redone, everything. It's beautiful. What's the power plant, and what do you guys haul?
It's a big cam Cummins with a 13-speed.
Okay.
We do a lot of work with the scrapyard across the street from us.
Okay.
We do a lot of dry van work. We got dry vans, reefers, flatbeds, dump trailers, just about everything.
Awesome. That is pretty dang cool.
My name's TJ.
TJ.
Nice to meet you.
Katie and Justin, nice meeting you, man. Thanks for talking about it, man. That's probably one of the coolest stories so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's check this thing out, T-Dubs. Oh, yeah. 82, so Grandpa's
really cool.
original truck,
That's
guys.
What I love the stories that come into these
Yep.
trucks. Like, you know, it was sold and it was sold, they got it back, and I just think that's awesome.
Then they put it back to where they wanted it. That's gorgeous.
Back home.
The stories, it's not like that. You heard the judges say earlier. It's not just so much the best in show, the prettiest truck. It's everything that goes along with it. Yep.
Love it.
So that's the story behind that one, guys. Beautiful truck.
This hat, just to tell y'all a story real quick while this black hat's hanging in here. We lost a good friend of mine, Mr. Troy Huddleston, passed away 2 days ago while we were here, and he always wore a black hat, so we put these on the trucks just as memories to him. So yes, for his funeral will be this coming Monday. Oh my God, every time I stop, literally, the other night I was getting fuel while the truck was fueling, I was laughing on it. That's a true story. So,
You have to stay ahead of it.
yes ma'am, you do.
Yeah, because once it builds up.
Yo, you can't do it anymore, yes ma'am. And like I said, we started on this thing, we went from top end to the other. We did the peanut covers here, all the stainless tubing. That's a one-piece teapot there. You see it's loaded there in the corner. So it's all, I moved to 544, yes sir, from Miami, Florida up to Bainbridge, Georgia. Having trouble with the wind, and then I had not trouble, but we had some people that would just pop in there. They'd just be sitting behind the wheel, you know. You could be like, what's going on? So Mr. Robert and them, we all sitting around talking and thinking, and this is what transpired from it. So actually, it just hooks right into where the door would latch. We use the same hookup.
And then it's just like a door latch on,
Yes,
on
ma'am.
a door at your house.
Yes,
or
ma'am.
a
That's
couple
exactly
of-
right.
I
So-
like matching the door.
Yes, ma'am.
Things with it too.
Right, yes ma'am, and that's the thing too. If you notice, like with the real details in these mirror brackets, it was all, the way everything is twisted, everything comes to the same point too. Everything matches. So, I mean, to go through these, I mean, these were like a month per side to get them right. It was incredible. So, we put a pile of all the white there. The red, my wife did. Anything red in there, she did, and all the white, he did. The panels. And then she came back with the writing and all that.
Oh, and you've even got
Yes, ma'am.
everything is fitted to your hand.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it.
And all the stuff stays on.
All hand painted by his son, the white. Beautiful, guys. So going along with what the judges were saying earlier, it's more about the personality and everything. This truck is immaculate, so it has to work. It worked last week. Kind of hearing what they're saying. So it's pretty cool to see it in real time and just hear the man talk about his kid and how he worked into it. His wife put the interior into it. and then the judges take all that in and make their final assessment. So one heck of a truck, Bubba.
Those are made out of solid stainless steel flag bars there. We hand made those too. We turn them down on the wheel. Sir? No, sir, no, they've been on there. Those both have been on there for about 6 months. Yes, sir. Yeah, well, they are on the back side, but there's no air in the trailer right now.
Oh, yeah, they're scraped up. They're scraped up. She's beautiful. Bubba, do you feel relieved that it's over with?
Yes, sir.
The rags are down?
Yes, sir. Rags are
Hey,
down.
good seeing you. We're
Yeah,
going to
good
put this in
seeing
the
you,
video
man.
today. We wanted to kind of talk about your truck if you want some time, if you want a little relax, whatever you want to do.
talk about it.
So let's talk about when you got it, how long you had it, what you haul, all that kind of stuff.
I've had it, like I said, I picked it up in Jersey. Old boy Bear had it for sale. It was white at the time, and it was, it was in pretty rough shape.
Yep.
I didn't realize how bad it was. Obviously, like other things, until we got it and I got it home and started working on it. And all due respect to the gentleman that I bought it from, he's a really nice guy. And he did a great job for what it was. But we tore into it real deep, and man, the more we dug into it, the worse it got.
More stuff.
And, it was in bad shape. So we started from one end to the other. I mean, the first week we had it, we spent almost $14,000 just underneath the hood.
Just in the motor.
Yeah, it was.
Check out this hood.
It was incredible. I mean, and then
Power plants are coming? No,
it's
6N.
It's a cat. It's a 34.6E.
34.6E?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And we took it up there. We got the PDI Big Boss Turbo on it, PDI intake. We did, and then the SH2. We went with all their piping in it, the one-piece T-pop on it.
Nice.
Yes, and then we just, I wanted something where everything would just flow in it. So, like if we started the custom grill in the front, and then the holes in the grill match the holes in the breathers all the way to the screens, and underneath the breathers there, everything kind of flows. And then you get into the twisted.
These mirrors, this mirror bracket, my favorite thing I've seen at this show, guys. I can't, the intricacy of how that's done. How it mounts perfect to the stock place, but it's both sides. You said how much time for each one?
We got about 3.5 weeks or so on each bracket. And I'm not kidding you when I tell you, when we got to the shop and we were working on this thing, there was literally piles of material that they just
thrown
away because
that's not the right size.
Yeah, but it wasn't perfect because all these points, all these twists come to the. I mean, everything
welded
had
perfectly
to be to
make the point.
It had to be right,
and then each side was mirrored but different.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
So,
and they are just. They really are just perfect. Then we went and did the grab handles the same, and then we did the exhaust support arms were twisted.
Wow.
Look at it. It's gorgeous.
Well, thank you so much. And then the twisted shifter inside there, and then you start from there. We needed something to hold the doors open, so we came up with these twisted metal, and those are the same hollow stainless tubing, and hand twisted, hand bended on it. You can't put that on a machine. That's
no,
great.
you got to heat it up and bend it.
Yeah. So, and then we just kept the theme throughout, and I've always been a big fan of. It's kind of like with the brass snugs with the outlaw look in it. So we started there. Went into the brake handles are ones that anybody can buy those, but the handle on the shifter, that's custom. That's actually made to fit my hand.
There you go.
And then
and you're a big boy, so
yeah. And then Talladega Fiberglass. Talladega Fiberglass is some of the finest people on the planet. Mike and them guys are just wonderful. I mean, I can't say enough about them guys.
About making these for you? Get them
Talladega
on.
Fiberglass fenders, Lakeland, Florida.
Lakeland, okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
We were down in Legoland a little bit, so
Yeah,
they're south of you,
You
yeah?
guys were right down the road from
There we
us,
go.
So, yeah.
Our sons love it down there.
Yeah, it's a good time down
That's
there.
awesome. So what have you been hauling?
We haul heavy equipment mainly. We do a lot of earth moving stuff. We have 10 other trucks too.
Hence the.
Yes, ma'am.
Earth mover,
There
the scale.
I actually found that at the cat dealer in Corbin, Kentucky, believe it or not. And we have the Globe. Globe trailers has always been good to me. I run 4 or 5 of these trailers.
Nice.
And we have another one on order.
Okay.
Can't say enough about them guys. They're great people to deal with. The parts. If you need something from them guys and you call them, Don down
They
in the
got it
parts
going.
department. Shout out Don, he's a great guy. Love him. He's bailed me out 2 or 3 times here in the last few weeks.
I love it.
But yeah, these guys just built a super product.
Looks like a heavy load right there.
Yeah, we got to be careful with that one. Make sure your permits are up to date.
So first time SUPERRIGS? Ever?
First time SUPERRIGS.
Okay.
Couldn't be more happy to be here.
I got to give you a little insider. Somebody likes your truck.
Well, I'm grateful to it. That
More than
means a
anybody
lot to
else's,
me. Well,
yeah.
thank you. That
So,
really means a lot.
It's a beautiful truck, guys.
That's why we do it. I mean, y'all know there ain't no money in this stuff. So,
Yeah.
we just love showing it off. We sure have worked hard on it.
I mean,
And,
you gotta love showing this thing
Yes,
off.
ma'am. Well,
Yep.
thank you. That
At
means-
least for a calendar spot or anything at this
Definitely-
point.
Yeah, definitely vying for the calendar spot because I mean the Shell Rotella calendars were that's the coup de grace.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it is. You know.
Just for the kids to
So,
see it and
Yes.
yeah, be a part of calendars.
Always be in the history of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, once it's in the calendar, it ain't never going to go away.
That's
you know?
it.
So, all the kids, if I ever have any grandkids, they'll ever come back and look at this.
And you got one of your own, right?
Yeah. What's that?
How many kids you got?
I got 3 total.
3?
Yeah, I got.
Okay. Well,
my
one's
wife
here.
and I- yeah, one. Colt's the smallest. He's almost 10. We got Bubba Jr., which his name's Preston, but he's 23. He's one that all the stereo
Nice.
on
Oh, wow.
his truck. He
Nice.
did every piece of stereo equipment on his truck. And then my daughter, she's 20, fixed to be 20, and she goes to USF down
Okay.
there. She's going to be a
South
school
Florida.
teacher.
Nice.
Yes.
And Colt did some of the dash.
He did. Colt painted the dash on it. That boy
was 8.
He was. He was
Yeah.
8 at the
He's 8
time.
years old,
Yeah,
so
he was 8 at the time whenever he painted the dash on it, and then my wife painted a lot of stuff inside of it too. And but he's worked all over this truck. All of them have really. I mean, I'm this truck guy's a story.
That
Yeah.
means a lot.
I mean, even down to the doors on the sleeper. A real good friend of mine, Clint Dix, out of Lake City, Florida. He had a wrecked truck. The day I bought this truck, I was driving it home. I was so happy. I'd finally found the truck I wanted to, been wanting forever.
Yeah.
And I was coming home. He saw it on the internet.
Right.
And he called me and said, "Hey, boy, you looking for some doors for that thing?" I said, "Man, I'd love to." Those got windows in them,
Yeah.
and the old ones didn't. They were
Yeah.
just blank. You know?
That's awesome.
And I said, "Yes." He said, "Man, I got a wrecked truck out here. And it came off in 2017."
Okay.
He said, "They'll bolt right up." He said, "Let me know when you're coming by, and I'll get them off." I said, "No, I'll just come up there and take them on and do the work myself if you don't." Because he was
Yeah.
nice enough to give them to
Yeah.
me. So I went up there, picked up the doors, and then we took them off, reskinned them. There was only one door that had a little dent in it. So we went and fixed it, put it on. But that's the door.
that's
on the truck.
awesome.
awesome.
That's
So,
kind of stuff.
I mean, it's like
People you know.
Yeah.
Yep, people you know in the industry.
Everything had a story with it, and that's what makes it so special.
connection.
Yeah.
Well-
So when guys say, "Hey man, I want to change," I said, "No."
That's the way it is.
Doors, man.
Well, Bubba, we appreciate you showing it to us,
Thank y'all
man.
so
Thank you
much,
so
man.
much.
Yeah,
And
thank y'all for your time.
I'm glad you're done with judging. Now you're just like, whew,
Yeah,
time to
no,
enjoy the day now.
Thank
Great
y'all
meeting,
so
buddy.
much.
Thank you. Where'd you get it at? Where'd you get it? That's pretty cool, Vader.
It's actually
Really?
mine.
Oh,
School.
oh, that's yours, but you gave it to brother? That is awesome. That's how her sons do it.
Well, right here is bad.
Yeah, he's the nemesis for sure, but ends up trying to have a heart at the end. It's okay. Have fun, guys. Nice seeing you. I love the umbrella. Yeah.
I'm Katie.
We got David here with Hellaham.
Yeah.
Well-
And you drive this beauty?
I do.
All right. How long have you been in trucking?
13 years.
13 years. Is this your first SUPERRIGS?
This is my first SUPERRIGS.
Okay.
Rob, the owner, he's been in it, I think, 15 times.
15 times. What? This truck specifically? Has it been in
No,
before?
no.
First time for this truck.
Yep.
When did you get this truck?
He got it last year. It's 2022, Peterbilt 389.
What do
Okay.
you guys haul?
We haul reefer and van.
Okay.
Nice.
And you're based out of
La Crosse.
Wisconsin. Okay. Then the color, who chose the color?
Rob did.
Rob did.
So the funny thing about the color, though, is so he picked a paint coat because he loves Mountain Dew. So
There you go. I saw a bottle of Mountain Dew back there.
Mountain Dew
Oh,
when
yeah.
I
Saw
saw
Mountain
it.
Dew.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
So he got the paint code from the Mountain Dew race car.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
And we've got another truck just like it that just came in last week.
Okay.
2 weeks ago. That he's building now for next year.
Nice.
Next year's show.
So being here, what has been like your like best experience? Like what have you enjoyed most about SUPERRIGS?
So the way I look at it, like you've been to a lot of truck shows and stuff, and most of your truck shows you have $1 million trucks showing up on the back of another truck.
Yeah.
You just
That-
have to
another
get
show truck.
Yeah.
Right. Like a show truck.
Yeah,
on
Pulling a show
driving
truck.
a show truck. Yeah. Yeah. So the coolest thing about this show is they're all working trucks.
Yeah,
Right.
you got to
Yeah.
drive them
I feel
here.
like
What's
that's
getting judged and
a
stuff.
really important part of it.
It is, and that's the
Yeah.
hardest part of going to some of the other shows like Wildwood and whatnot. Is
And they
you
just
got-
get trailered everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're getting decked in. They're coming in. They're putting the stacks on them. They're putting the mirrors on and whatnot. And this show is pretty cool just because you don't have that. You got
Yeah.
guys that are out here actually working the trucks.
And that's actually, we were speaking to the judges and we were talking about how that is actually such an important part of SUPERRIGS. The driver and the story behind the driver and the vibe of the driver with the truck and the story about the truck is a big part of it.
That goes
as
into
well.
judging. It's
Yeah.
not just whose truck's the cleanest and has the most detail.
I'd say first impression is really important, but even like meeting the driver and seeing like all the details and stuff.
Yeah. Pretty dang cool. Was
We
that-
love it. We love that with the ring. We got one here too, just to check everything out.
I love the visor on the back window too. That's beautiful. Well, inspired by this right here. I'd say that's a close call. Heck yeah. Well, thank you for showing it to us, guys. Appreciate it, and we'll see you soon.
All right, not a problem.
So those are all the people we met today, guys. We had a beautiful day one.
Fantastic.
All the drivers, all the trucks, all the fans, all you guys that came out. It was awesome meeting every single one of you. And thanks for sharing a picture with us. So until the next one, we will see you
On the next one.
God bless you.
Bye.
We'll see you next time. Thank you. How cool is that?